Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Hakwadash, and double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us his truth. Shalom to Yakim and puts the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity. Bahasham, Hakwadash. I just want to get a quick lesson based upon 2 Ezra 14, chapter 14, verse 14. To let go, from yourselves, mortal thoughts, man, things that don't matter, man. Because, I'm saying is this, I'm saying the times are at hand, as well as just bigger things to worry about, I'm saying, than, Satan, constantly doing his daily due diligence to fuck with you. These demons constantly doing their due diligence to fuck with you as we walk upon this walk. I'm saying, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I'm saying, by serving him, by us making hard, enduring and making ourselves hard, I'm saying, to endure, I'm saying, the bullshit of this world, the elements of this fucking world, the fucking people, I'm saying, the mishaps and the, just the bullshit of this world, man. What comes with this evil place, man. This this corrupted realm, as as we know it. I'm saying, but for the time being, I'm saying, until the Lord, he come back and he establish order. I'm saying, but anything that's heavy burden upon you, I'm saying, for one thing, I believe it's in Peter's. The Lord tells us to cast our burden upon him. It's, anything that's stressing on our minds, bills, I'm saying, bills, or, shit, you're going through financial demons, financial problems, or, how to do this and that. Or, you might have lost a job, you might not have a job right now, you just in between things, or, you just, shit, you might even have, money. You might not even have a financial demon, but you might have money, but you just got ailments. Just something, man. You just got something mentally. You're dealing with your woman or something. That's definitely, fucking Satan's main source of fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That woman. It's always, it's never, no matter what you do with your woman, man, she never gonna be satisfied by anything, man. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna always keep fucking with you, man. But at the end of the day, we understand spiritually the bigger meaning, right? Behind it. You know what I'm saying? And we know that it's the battle that we're in. But we can't always let Satan win, man. Having victory over our minds and our thoughts, man. I'll try to find that piece of. Lucky. This is Psalms 34. This is Psalms 34, verse 14. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. I'm getting another precept as well. So I can. Here it come. This is I believe Sirach. Here it come. This is Sirach, chapter 37, verse 13. And let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in an high tower. And above all this, pray to the Most High, that he would direct thy way in truth. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, don't give your mind over. I get that last piece. Yes, facts. Give your mind over to heaviness. Because so I can. This is Sirach, chapter 30, verse 20. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. You know what I'm saying? Verse 22, the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. And that's why I read all those precepts, because you know what's right through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? So trust what you've been taught. You know what I'm saying? Trust what you've been learned. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't give in to, you know what I'm saying, Satan's bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, it's just trying to knock you off your path, man. You know what I'm saying? For you being a man of the Lord, man. A man of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Through different, spiritual energies, man, that just weigh you down, on the left-hand side, man. So they're just constantly just fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray I'm making sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we feel it, man. We fucking feel it every day. You know what I'm saying? We're going through it every day, man. You know what I'm saying? We praying every day to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai that he keep us, through all this madness, man. That he preserve us, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? That he have mercy upon us. You know what I'm saying? For all our sins and, and all our mishaps, man. That, you know what I'm saying? That he still chooses to have mercy upon us. From all, you know what I'm saying? And preserve us and keep us away from this fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Because, at the end of the day, I'm saying, Satan knows who's the election, man. Who's really of the Lord's, man. And he gonna throw, whatever the fuck to knock you up out of there, man. Whether it's mentally, it can come in any type of way. At the end of the day, you gotta be aware of it, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Don't fall for, Satan's traps. Don't fall for Satan's hezzies. When you playing ball, football or basketball, or even boxing. Your opponent gonna throw a hezzy on you, a hesitation, to try to fake you out. But to see if you're gonna bite the hesitation. We gotta beware of Satan's hesitations, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because we can't bite, man. We see right through the spiritual realm, man. And compared to the average peon, in this world that's just, they have no clue. Satan come in every shape and different sizes, man. Like the movie The Matrix, the agents, they use the world. The agents, get transformed into anybody that's of this world. To get at Neo. Fucking classic movie, man. These agents can transform to anything, man. We're truly in the Matrix, man. Calm, man. I'm gonna get this last piece of peers. Anything that's, keeping you heaviness, that's just Satan, man. Heaviness of mind, heaviness of thought, heaviness of pain, well, shit. For this separate lesson, it's really touching upon the heaviness of thought, and, in the mind, the mental games, the mental, battles and spiritualness, but nonetheless, it all still ties in to what we go through, no matter what element it is. But what was I gonna say? First Peter chapter 5, verse 7, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. His, Satan's physical counterpart, as well as the spiritual demon Satan as well. Trying to, devour you, trying to get you up out of there, no matter what. But the elect, he can't do it, man. Because the Lord is preserving them, no matter what element they go through, man. And we can see, Satan coming, man. As long as you, keeping your spiritual vigilance, being circumspect, you can actually see him. Just fucking with you. But, we understand, to trust upon the Lord, to trust upon the Lord, and he gonna help you, man. He gonna help you get through it no matter what. As long as you believe that he can. You know, do you truly believe that he can get you through it, man? You understand that he's able to get you through it, you know? But, yeah, come on, man. That's pretty much the main points I want to give for this lesson. I pray and hope that your brothers and sisters find satisfying. Till next time I say so, one.